Module 1. Espresso Extraction. Step 1. Clean the portafilter. Retrieve the portafilter from the group head of the espresso machine. Knock out used coffee from the filter basket into the knock tube. Don't knock too hard or baskets will get dented or cracked, and the loud noise is very annoying for customers in the cafe. Before every shot, the filter basket should be wiped very clean with a dry towel. Step 2. Dose the coffee. Place your dosing cup onto your scales and tare or zero the scales. Dose from the grinder into the dosing cup and measure the dose weight. This should equal 20 grams of ground coffee, plus or minus 0.2 of a gram, e.g. between 19.8 grams and 20.2 grams. Put your 20 grams of coffee from your dosing cup into your portafilter. The best way to do this is to invert your portafilter over the dosing cup. Make sure the dosing cup is inside the filter basket before turning the portafilter back over the right way. Step 3. Distribute the ground coffee. Once coffee is in the filter basket, you'll need to visually assess if the coffee is fairly evenly distributed throughout the basket. The coffee needs to be distributed evenly both horizontally and vertically. To achieve this in the quickest way possible, simply hold the portafilter handle in your left hand and give the front of the portafilter a few quick taps with your other hand. Once the coffee looks fairly evenly distributed across the basket, give the portafilter a gentle tap onto the bench to settle the coffee in a vertical direction also. The key to both these movements is consistency. Whatever you do, do it the same every time. After the coffee is roughly distributed in the basket, place the OCD distribution tool into the top of the filter basket and spin the tool to level out the bed of coffee. Once this is done, the coffee should be very flat and even. Step 4. Tamp the coffee. Once the coffee is in the filter basket and flat, it needs to be compressed. This is achieved by placing the tamp on the bed of the coffee, setting up your forearm perpendicular to the portafilter and pressing with at least 10 kilograms of pressure. There is no requirement to tamp harder than 10 kilograms of pressure, and doing so can cause RSI over a long period of time. When pulling the tamp out of the basket, do so evenly and not too quickly, or suction can occur which will unsettle the bed of compressed coffee. Step 5. Brew the coffee. Before placing the portafilter into the group head, flush or purge the group head by running a small amount of clean hot water using the button or paddle designated for purging. This step is to clear away any ground coffee and purge any stale water built up in the group head. After purging, carefully lock the portafilter into the group head and hit the brew button or paddle immediately. Step 6. Observe the extraction. This is very important. Observe the first 6 to 10 seconds of the shot. It is important to glimpse at the stream of espresso as it first appears at the spouts to make sure the coffee does not look either too thin and watery or too syrupy or only just dripping. If the shot is watery or starts in less than 4 seconds, then something was wrong in the dose, distribution, tamping phase of your process, and this shot should be discarded or set aside for tasting. Likewise, if the espresso is very dark and is dripping from the spouts in individual drips, it should also be discarded. Step 7. Grinder adjustment. Grind size adjustment collar changes will be necessary throughout a shift to maintain consistency of shot times. It is best to approach these adjustments coarser or finer on the grinder as micro adjustments regularly rather than making very large changes. The best analogy to use would be to imagine you're driving on a highway. You don't wait until the car's already veering off the road before you touch the steering wheel. You make very tiny adjustments to the steering wheel all the time to keep the car in the middle of the lane. The same can be said for the grinder. If the shots are starting to consistently sit towards the quicker end of the Kai recipe, around or below 25 seconds, then the coffee is too coarse, and a small adjustment should be made towards the finer setting. In the same way, if your shots are consistently hovering towards the slower end of the Kai recipe, around or above 30 seconds, then a small adjustment should be made coarser. The goal of a great barista is to make consistent, good-tasting espresso throughout the whole shift. This is best achieved through this micro-adjustment approach.